Hello, it's Manufanatic here again. Later today I'll be loading up my preview for the Newcastle game. Obviously a game that we need to get 3 points from with the results over the weekend with Arsenal winning and Liverpool winning. So when I was thinking about this, that I want to do another video talking about the EPL power rankings and how I see them. Basically I'm going to do this every year, or every week, until the end of the season. Obviously, at the end, we know who's going to have the points, so they're going to end up being, the best team. But I don't put this on my own. I don't use the points as my guideline as far as who's the best team at the time. So these are my power rankings. I'll be 5-1. At 5 is Manchester United. As you all know, that we have been playing very well. Even on Saturday, it was methodical, slow. Basically, it took a great moment of skill from Falcao to get that penalty, and from there we played pretty well. But we're not at the top, and we're not even really close, to be honest. And we have such hard teams coming up. In my fourth spot, somebody's always there. It's Arsenal, so. I do believe it's going to be between us and Arsenal to get that fourth spot. And Arsenal is still winning in the Premier League, even though they had their problems in the Champions League. And we don't really have anything like they have with Carzola. I hope you guys know who I'm talking about. And the way that they still use speed with Welbeck or Chamberlain, or the other guy's name. Just forget things. But the guy always gets injured or plays for the national team. Walcott. They have that speed advantage over us. And right now I think they play a little bit better football than we do. So I've got them fourth in my power rankings. Right now, this might be a little bit different than a lot of people would say, but I have City in third. City played well against Liverpool. They got knocked out by 2 great strikes. Anderson, that guy that can't run well, apparently can play well. But they're not the same team they were last year, and I don't think they have a little bit of a lead against Liverpool and us as well, and Arsenal. So I think they'll probably, in the end of the year, they'll be number 2. But right now, I've got them third in my power rankings because they're not as good as the 2 teams right now are playing well at this time. And that brings me to number 2, which is Liverpool. I said this in my preview for the Sunderland game. Right now, Liverpool, other than Chelsea, is probably playing the best in the Premiership. I don't like to use a super system, but after full times Devils did that pledge for their manager, Brendan Rodgers. It seems like the team has played very well since then. So I don't know, all that thing kind of like gave them that karma that now they're playing well. We all knew last year that they were a pretty decent team, and I think that at some point they figured out how to get away from not having Suarez on the team anymore. And at midfield they're so much better than us at this point, and they move the ball around so much better than we did at this time. And at this time was Sturridge. I don't know. I mean, if they were a little bit closer to Chelsea, I think that they'd have a chance to be there again. But their first part of the season, they screwed themselves. But right now, I have number 2, and that leads me, of course, with Chelsea. And although I don't think Chelsea's playing the greatest thing of all time, they do probably the best defense in the league, and they do have great players, Hazard, and the ability to come off the bench with somebody like Drogba is but they also got Mata. I mean, they got so many good players, and they play physical, and they can also play finesse. And they're probably the only team out of England that's going to actually go on to I guess would be the quarterfinals of the Champions League. I don't really see that Arsenal is going to do that. City, I don't think so. They could have a great performance against Barcelona, but I don't think so. So I think it'll probably be Chelsea at that point. And after Chelsea winning the League Cup yesterday, I think they'll probably just go what they have to do City is probably a little bit too far behind them. But that's what I have for this week. Again, I got Manchester United 5th, Arsenal 4th, City 3rd, the Scousers 2nd, and of course the Rennies are 1. Later in the day, I should put out my preview for the new Newcastle game preview. Thank you for watching, and you guys have a great day.